An hour of practice for everything but this. Gotta practice everything in the run. Okay, this is the one for real. Thanks for resub, Super Macon. Swag just got here at the start. Nice. Crazy that you just got here at the start. What a coincidence. Very swag. Do I like Wii VC or what? I mean, yeah, I like VC. It's definitely overall the best version of OOT. Dude, it's not. Please turn around. Oh man, incoming chickens. Yeah, everyone's favorite part of the run. Do I think I could name every single dungeon without cheating? Yes, I think that'd be very easy. Oh yeah, prove it. Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern, inside Jabu Jabu's belly. I feel like the question is specifically worded that way to like try to trick me about just getting the exact wording of the dungeon. So I said the entire name. Forest Temple, Fire Temple, Water Temple, Shadow Temple, Spirit Temple. Oh wait, true, it is inside the Great Deku Tree. Oh no, I was wrong. I remembered to say the full name for Jabu, but not Deku. Cheating looked it up. Yeah, that whole rant about nothing was just to stall so I could look it up. Ice Cavern, not a dungeon, not at least for the definition of all dungeons. It's a mini dungeon. It does not have a blue warp at the end. Run hundo please, soon. I think 3 sub Bummel. Okay. I thought my visual cue was super far off, but it was actually just a frame early. So it tripped me up. Thank you for the sub, CG Iron Fist. Actually, yes, Michael. I got a VC crash just the other day. Like, what, 3 days ago? It was my first one since coming back. And I could finally prove that I'm not on the cheater no VC crash version. Thanks for resub, Matt. Why didn't Ganondorf just clip the door time? He literally did. In the next scene, he effectively admits that he did the exact same thing. Because he said he was able to get here, and the only way to get here is to clip through, so he must have done the same. Thanks, resub, Golden Fighter. Thanks, resub RB Mans. Remember Ganon Band? Ganon Band is so ancient. Ganon Band was the original minor spelling mistake. Remember when there was all those Zelda fan sites? I remember. I tried to go to most of them. I was big into all the Zelda fan sites. Well, not all of them. I went to a few, but I like looked into them all, and then I like decided, okay, these are my favorites, and then I would go to them regularly. Zelda Universe. I was into Zelda Universe a lot. And the Hylia. Yeah, Olge. Back in the olden times. When there were more websites than Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. Yeah, I saw Zelda Dungeon is still around. I remember at GDQ, I actually talked to someone from Zelda Dungeon. I was like, dude, I remember that place. You guys are still around. I didn't actually say that, but I thought it. Yeah, I met John Zelda Dungeon. Yeah, there are sometimes I need to look up something in a game, and the first result I get is like a Zelda Dungeon page, and I'm like, dude, I remember that. I guess it's time for my yearly check of a Zelda Dungeon guide. Yeah, all the huge text documents from GameFAQs back in the day. I remember printing one out, or I don't know if I printed the entire thing, but I printed at least a large amount of it. I had a whole stack of papers of an entire OOT guide. Yeah, it probably wasn't the entire thing because it would take forever. I think I might have printed out like just the heart pieces or just the gold skulltulas or something. That was probably because I was trying to 100% it. Yeah, and the ASCII intros, the ASCII logos at the top, those were always so good. Dude. Almost got crushed. Nice climb. Did I ever email a correction for a game facts guide? I did, actually. I have a very specific memory of... Okay, you know the heart piece in CAC where you can get on the roof by side hopping from the tower to talk to the roof guy? I have a very specific memory of reading the heart piece guide, and the heart piece guide didn't mention that, and I'm like, I'm going to email this guy and tell him that you can actually get the heart piece by side hopping off the tower. I'll be so cool by showing off this particular knowledge I have. I don't remember if I ever got a reply. Yeah, I got blocked. Yeah, Cheat Planet. Cheat Planet is how I got into learning about glitches. Cheat Planet is literally the reason I'm here. What powers the hookshot motor? The power of not asking too many questions. How much time does getting the hover boots lose you? I mean, hover boots save a ton of time over the run. If you mean like, what is the detour time for hover boots? I mean, you could theoretically do the clip to the boss as soon as you enter Dead Hand's room, so just skipping Dead Hand and hover boots. It would probably like 30 seconds, if I had to take an estimate. Save 30 seconds by skipping hover boots, lose a lot more time by not having them. They are well worth it. Biggest uses of hovers, Spirit Hover, clipping into Deku, Water Temple, You can do all these without hovers, but like hovers makes it so much better, so much faster. What kills the boss there is the infinite sword glitch. So if you saw me talk to Navi there after I did a crouch stab, I did it just the right timing so that it makes my sword swing infinitely. And so that kills Bongo pretty quickly. Jabu's adult you can do without hovers. Although the clip at the end, that does require hovers. Alright, into the wrong warp super hard. Depends on your definition of super hard. The ones I do in this run, at least with the methods that I do, are somewhat difficult. Like the Deca Tree and Dodongo's Cavern wrong warps I do a particularly hard method for it. But both of them have easier methods that are just slower. The Jabu wrong warp I do in this run is fairly difficult to learn. But the Fire Temple wrong warp I do is very simple. Like the Fire Temple to Forest Temple wrong warp, that's probably the single easiest wrong warp in the game. Can we bring back the metronome? I don't think I ever really used the metronome. I've considered a metronome for a handful of tricks, but I haven't really actually used it. Are you thinking of Marco? Marco used the metronome for a few things. Yeah, and Danny. Oh, the Jabu wrong warp I practiced with a Pokemon thing. Yeah, I guess that. No, that would only be useful for an N64 route, and all the N64 route ideas are just too slow. Why'd I use the spoon again? The spoon was used for bottle duping from Curiosity Shop, where it was most optimal to mash A, X, and Y, or A, C left, and C right, all at the same time. And a spoon happens to be a great way to mash multiple buttons at the same time, because you can just rub the spoon over all three buttons really quickly. And in that very particular instance, it's a very good mashing method. It is only good if you need to mash multiple buttons at the same time. It is not good for general purpose mashing. I'm not sure about MQ all dungeons. I haven't really seen what MQ all dungeons is like recently. I don't know how much it's changed recently. Because I think a lot of the recent as in like the last few years of tricks aren't really applicable to MQ much. Like Fire Temple doesn't matter. Corpse Push and Bomb of the Well doesn't matter because there's no shoes in Bomb of the Well in MQ. I think you still have to get shoes from Jabu. Jabu or Spirit. Or GTG. So I think a lot of like modern optimizations don't really mean much for MQ. So I'm not sure how different it would be compared to Even when I last ran it like years and years ago. I don't know if there's active MQ runners. It could be maybe interesting to go take a peek at. What do I say? If you mean like why I save as soon as I enter Fire Temple here, it's because I need to make the wrong warp work. If I don't, the wrong warp crashes. That was sketchy. I really do not like when it takes me that many buffers. I'm not supposed to touch the fire? Why not? Maybe I just need to learn about fire being hot. I can't learn without testing. What powers the on-off motion sense of the firewalls? It's proximity. It's just like, if you're within X range, then it activates. It's just that it takes a little bit to activate, and so if you go fast enough, it doesn't have time. Frame stutter, one guy. I am dropping some frames sometimes, but it shouldn't be a huge amount. Really? This is really dangerous. Okay, that was sketchy. That was not good. Also, I should use bugs. I always forget... If the fight doesn't go well and I have to use extra bombs, I really need to switch to using bugs there, and I always forget because it rarely comes up. Oh well. No, Vivage is not the worst part of the run. I've been pretty good at Vivage recently. That was just a bad one. Dude? That was terrible. Oh my god. A lot of time lost, and I'm down 2 bombs. Really? Did Ganon scare me as a kid? No. Good story. Yes, I did make my friends beat most of the game for me, but that's not because I was scared. Well, at least I don't think it was because I was scared. It was just because I couldn't figure stuff out because I was stupid. I do not know those friends. I don't think I think the last time I talked to them was in 1st grade. They could be here right now. I would really like this bomb drop right now. Nice. See? Just gotta manifest it by saying it would be nice. Scripted. Lando. Didn't fail the clip again. Dude, you can retarget him from that far away. I am not playing this in VR. I do not do glitchless runs. I am interested. I might do glitchless at some point, but I have not anytime recently. Man, if I didn't fail that one Hess, that might have been a best. Seriously? Alright, I'm gonna take Adaf's advice. Just do this. Yeah, thank you, Adaf. Dude, I hate when that happens. It never happens, but when it does, it's the worst. Thanks, Arisa Discmeister, and thanks, Red Demon Slayer. And thanks, it's Don Boys. And thanks ZFG's Pet Scorpion. I'm sorry I missed it. Yeah, this is no SRM. SRM all dungeons would already be done. SRM all dungeons like 35 minutes. I didn't miss your resub, but can you thank me anyway? Thank you for watching. The time I mentioned is for restricted SRM, the 35-minute one. I actually don't know what unrestricted SRM all dungeons is like. Presumably shorter, but not that much shorter. That's too early. Quick backup at least. Bomb count's fine, because I got the extra bomb drop. If I did not get that extra bomb drop, I would be out of bombs right now, and it'd be really bad. Well, if I didn't get the extra bomb drop, I would have farmed bombs in Lake Hylia. G-Bell, thanks for gifting a membership. Dude. I never target the bubbles instead of the switch. Breaking the box is the strat for when I use fish for the DC wrong warp, but because I'm using bugs now, I need a different strat. It's because of technical memory stuff. But the setup I need for when I use bugs for the wrong warp is I need to pull out sword and then re-pull out hookshot before I load Rudo's room. Which is why if you saw me take out sword before opening the first door and then take out hookshot again before opening the second door, that's the purpose of that. Basically just the replacement for breaking the box. My favorite glitch in this run is probably Fire Temple Hook Shot Jump. It is super cool. And something we've been looking for years. Something we've wanted for years. Hot Vibruto. Vibruto is cool, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of funny and not useful. And being useful adds a little bit of extra spice. I didn't trust that I wasn't gonna fall there. Man, that looked like I was gonna get it. Nice rupees. That's really bad. That was terrible. That was 20 seconds. And I'm really bad on bombs right now. I have one bomb left, right? That's the bare minimum. That is sketchy. I might have to skip the Super Slide in Desert Colossus. Actually, the one consolation is that I have one spare chew. Although I really don't want to use it. Farming the pot in DC is way too slow. Not an option. And I'm only one bomb short of doing everything I want to do. I just have to cut something or be safe. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, at least the wrong warp went fast after the Hess was really bad. think the reset moi. It's not that Jabu can gold by a lot. I know my Jabu best I can be by like 5-ish seconds, but it's a really hard split to do perfectly. I have to re-enter there for this wrong warp. If I don't, this wrong warp doesn't go to GTG. I think it just crashes. Thanks for the reset, TJ player. That's really bad. Okay, now I definitely have to skip the Colossal Super Slide. My goal is at least 107, possibly 106. But 106 is going to be very hard. Thanks for giving us a big decky stick. And thanks for 69 months, Dexes. Nice. Got it. $106 would be very hard. But like doable very hard. Do I always set a goal before I run a category? I set like a rough goal before I run a category, but it almost never stays as that goal. Like my original goal when I started running this was, my soft goal was sub 110, which I knew would almost definitely go much lower. Alright, I definitely have to skip this super slide. 106.09? No, that'd be way too much. When I say 106, I mean high 106. My ideal goal is beating GSR, which is 106.49. Like beating the GSR record, because I think it'd be really cool if all dungeons managed to actually be faster than GSR. But that would be super hard. But it is kind of the goal I've been thinking about. Dude? Why did he stop attacking me? What are you doing? Okay. Alright, fine, considering I had to make a concession and cut the super slide. Ever failed that slash? You mean like not getting across the hands? Very rarely. You used to do a mega flip there? No, you can't mega flip from one hand to the other if that's what you're thinking. You can get crushed by the chest dropping, actually. It's kind of hard to get in the right position to get crushed, but you can. One bomb drop is good. If it's two, that's really nice. It is two. Dude, that's bad. I'm gonna have to redo the fire ring. Unless I'm lucky. Okay, I barely made it. I don't need this bomb drop. If I had like one extra bomb, I'd probably skip that bomb drop. Just for safety. There we go. That was good. Dang, if I skip that bomb drop, that would almost definitely be on track for a best split. Yeah, the statue climb there is really cool. Yeah, no hookshot needed now. Is the one, boys. This run is never the run until literally the credits start, because the literal last trick of the run is the scariest trick in the run. Nothing is safe until the time is done. Until the run is officially over. Thanks for the resub, Corey. No insta shot. No double. Where? Dude. This one might also be impossible. Okay. Okay, at least I got a quick next shot, but that's still really stupid. Hello? Gonna just sit there? bad. That would have been fairly good if that one shot wasn't impossible. And thanks for the resub, Samurai Link and Frizzle Fruckle. Yeah, just bad Twinrova luck. I mean, technically that one... Oh, nice. I actually got the quick shot. She's high. She's way too high. Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay, at least I recognized it. Sometimes if you get that thing where she does end up staying at the same platform, she'll be higher than usual, and then like the normal strat of just shielding from right below her doesn't actually hit. But luckily I managed to recognize it quick enough to adjust. I wonder what they could be saying. Alright, so I do actually have a good amount of time to save on my best split here. I can save like 7-ish seconds on my best. So with a really good split here, I could still get 107. Or I could not even finish the run because this is the hardest split in the run also. And I didn't get bomb away. Dude. I might abandon the strat of trying to get damaged by the Armos there. He never hits me. Like, my backup of if I don't get the bomb away is that I'd use bugs and try to use the time to get hit by the Armos. But he just never hits me. Thanks for the sub, German Schnitzel. Yeah, hardest boss. Yeah, for pausing, I just can't pause in Goma's room or Kakiri Forest, but pausing in Deku Tree is okay. Alright, here's the hardest trick in the run, which is literally the last trick in the run. Got it. That's a PB. Is it 107? No, I'll barely miss 107. Rip. No, dude. 10802. At least I finally got another PB, and a big one too. So yeah, that, for anyone that hasn't seen this before, that whole weird stuff I did in Kakiri Forest was to set up the game so that it would play the credits cutscene at the end of the next wrong warp. And so now it's playing, if you know the part of the ending where it's Link and Zelda in the sky, and Link gives the ocarina back, it's playing that cutscene, but in Dodongo's Cavern. And then if I just go through this cutscene, it'll go to the credits. Thanks for getting 5 subs, Lazarus. Yeah, the bomb OI cost me 107. I mean, there's a lot. I can point to a lot of things that cost me 107. This is a record according... Well, okay. Speedrun.com currently runs using this credits warp are not being accepted because there is potential rule discussion about timing. It would only be a timing issue whether this part should be timed or not. Whether timing should end when this starts or when this ends and the other credits start. Realistically, probably this is allowed or accepted as the timing ends this way. And probably nothing special happens. That's why you don't see it on speedrun.com right now. But yeah. And there's the actual credits. Major time losses of this run. Twinrova, which is so stupid. Let's go through this. Beginning of the run was actually pretty good. Oh, actually really good. Is that my best run up to Hammer? That's my best run up to Hammer. Okay. That'll be hard. Jabu was kind of bad. I failed the Hess twice. Compare against best. Oh, that Bomb 2 split kind of sucks. Bomb 2 split sucks. Oh yeah, Volvagia sucked. It is my best split to Hammer, but I also... That's the time I'd like kind of should be expecting. Like it seems like it's super good. Well, not expecting, but like something around that. I think, you know, around 29 flat Hammer I should be getting frequently. Yeah, I have seen the new terminal montage video. It's good. I didn't watch it on stream though. But yeah, Volvagia was bad. Oh yeah, Morpho was slow. Or no, it wasn't Morpho that was slow, that was the previous run. It was the Floor Razor room, that was stupid. And then, yeah, lost a lot of time to the Jabu Hess. Lost time Desert Colossus. Lost a lot of time on Twinrova, and then failed Bombo at the end. I did not die to Morpho. Why am I getting sub 105? Sub 105 requires brand new tricks. That's not happening. So my goal... So I think 107 is going to be really easy. I don't know if I'll be satisfied with just a 107. I kind of want to go for 106, but if I want to go for 106... So my true secret goal, not secret, but like one that I kind of want to go for, but it's going to be really hard, is the time for the next fastest category, which is GSR, is 106.49. And it is within reach that I could beat this run faster than GSR, which is going to be very hard. But I kind of want to do it. If there was like one more 10-15 second time saver, I think it'd be doable. But it's going to be so hard just as it is right now. But I might go for it. I don't know. No, 80 has never been faster than GSR. Then am I doing GSR after that? No. If I run GSR again, it would be for like a week. Just to update my decade-old PB. GSR is Ganondorf source requirement. If you know an old category known as no IM wrong warp or no RBA wrong warp, it's that. It's basically just none of the really big glitches. It's just beat Shadow and Spirit Temple, get bow from Forest, get light arrows, go to Ganon normally. No wrong warps. Sum of best doesn't mean that's the possible time. You are never realistically going to match your sum of best. That is completely out of the question. When I say possible, I mean realistically, humanly possible, not the numbers, not sum of best says possible. Not only that, but there are minor inaccuracies with sum of best. Some splits affect other splits, meaning like a better time on one split can mean a worse time on another split. And sum of best will only take the best of both. So it's not always accurate. But yeah, like sub 109 or 106.49. Again, I think doable, just really hard. It's a maybe. I just want, if we can just find a little bit more time save. Like I've been re-examining strats, trying to see where I can squeeze out just a little bit more time. But it's hard. I really do not want to go for the RNG fairy. The thing about the RNG fairy though, is it also uses an extra chew. So I'm also gonna have to cut out a chew somewhere. Will I add top left guy? Probably not, because adding a PB video is just kind of annoying. I could maybe do what Marco does and have the PB video playing behind the splits. I don't know. I kind of like the strat of playing it behind the PB video, but also it blocks so much. I'm like, okay, how much blocking is a big deal or not? We don't need chat. A few years ago, I would have agreed. I have been radicalized to believe that chat should always be on VODs now. Because of Twitch's poor archiving of VODs and highlights now. I used to be like, chat doesn't need to be on VODs because it'll always be in the Twitch VODs chat replay. But because Twitch has shown that they do not care about preserving chat replay very well, and VODs in general, that is not a reliable way to preserve it. So From now on, chat is always on the VOD for me.